guys, welcome back to the channel where today we are checking out some more Illuvium. So as of right now, we know the private beta is up for Illuvium. Make sure you do register. Hopefully you can get into there. If you like the content that I'm providing, guys, go ahead and click that subscription button. Turn on the notifications. We are going to be streaming Illuvium as well as doing videos on there. There is so much with the affinities, so much with the alluvials. There is a ton in the actual game. We know we still have the V2 conversion coming. We have the Illuvatars, we have the land sale, we have Illuvium Zero. There is so much content. It's almost like two games that are going to be releasing at the similar time frames. You know, both games do kind of play off each other with the fuel aspect between those. So again, there is a lot to come down the pipeline when it comes to Illuvium, guys. And this is only the start. You know, when they start opening the beta and we can see how the auto battler is going to work, it's going to take off once the game releases, guys. In my opinion, it is going to be absolutely phenomenal, which is the reason why I am so bought into this game. So let's go ahead. We're going to look at our leaks for this week, guys. Bring it all together, and that's really what I've talked about before. When you look at the assets, when you look at the bat drops, when you look at the Illuvium team and the content that they're generating overall, it is finally to the point of coming together. Looking at the Abyssal Basin, as you can see right here, it is the overall project that makes this game just absolutely intense, guys. You can see here your playable character in Mozart right there. And the leaks this week are very cool, guys. This is Brightland Steps. You can see kind of the build out. This is what I'm assuming is going to be kind of the map aspect. So for instance, right down here, you kind of see the Illuvium pylon teleporting into this area and then being able to run and play through, around, on top of, under everything that this place has to offer. Embedded in there is going to be alluvials. So different lands are going to offer different alluvials. So this is the place you're going to seek out. You're going to collect resources. You are going to catch alluvials. There's going to be a lot of things to do in this game. Even in addition to the auto battler feature, there is going to be a lot of other content, from scanning to gathering, things of that nature. Even looking here, this is another part of the Brightland Steps. You can kind of see this is the overall landmass on what it is going to look like. So it almost looks like it's one of these broken pieces over here. You can even see the little cave down here. Again, we know this land is going to be absolutely massive. The Ribcage Cavern, which we've seen before, inside the Illuvium Ipsium right there, and then the exit of the Ribcage, again, moving into different parts within the land masses themselves. Another Brightland Steps, you can kind of see the bone bridge right here, the mausoleum. This looks just absolute insanity. Even the back of this with the mark, you can see the rivers coming out of it. This is going to be the world of Illuvium, guys, and the game as we know it today is going to change. NFT gaming, in my opinion, is really going to be the future of gaming. And why would it not? When you look at giving the power to the players and even the value of playing a game, the play to earn aspect is going to be just absolutely game changing when it comes to games in general. Looking at, again, some of the assets, this is going to be what the game actually looks like. Always go back, you know, to Avatar. Illuvium, very similar with the absolute just crazy lands that they have within this game. And look at this one, guys. The lighting in here, absolutely perfect layout. I love how these gigantic dinosaur bones look. Even the glowing of the green water. I mean, they have left absolutely no detail attended to. So here you see the three stages. So here's Flare, Singe, and Sear. So these are actually going to be an Earth Bulwark. So they're going to be a tank. Then it goes Magma to Bulwark, and then it actually goes to Magma and Behemoth. So we've seen these heroes specifically before. This is going to be the stage that you're getting. You can even see your stage 1, stage 2. Stage 3 is actually a little bit over here. But guys, just an absolute crazy build with being able to actually evolve these into other alluvials. Looking here, we have Dash, Rake, and Umbre. Umbre, we've seen again the attacks, a lot of different affinities, a lot of different combinations to build these out, which is going to be awesome to see. The auto battlers, guys. Remember, there are going to be 100 alluvials. That is right, guys. They're launching this game with 100 of these alluvials, which again is absolutely crazy. because remember, you're going to have teams, you're going to have stats, you're actually going to have counters to some of these teams. You're going to have teams where if you have multiple water, it's going to have special things. There's going to be so much depth to this game. It's going to be crazy when it comes to the battling. A couple more assets here, and again, really bringing it together. A lot of these assets we did see entirely separate. So you can see the little plants down here, the larger plants in the bottom. Again, bringing it all together just looks absolutely insane when you put it on a larger scale. You can see the little flowers. We looked at the floral part, kind of the filler, and then the main backdrop for some of these assets, guys. And this just looks almost out of a scary movie. When they add the lighting to it, when they add the animation, the special effects, it's going to come alive, and this whole entire world is going to be completely alive, guys. And even look at this. It looks almost like a swamp marsh. It's got giant thorns and spikes on the sides of it. Very cool looking. And again, it is going to be animated special effects. It's going to be moving. This whole entire world is completely alive. And this will be the finished product, guys, when you start putting these lands together. And I cannot wait until this beta comes out and we can actually run our playable character, run our hero through here and see what it is all about. Because the screenshots, the pictures, the ideals, the concepts are perfect here. And then you see the actual land, outside of the visual art that we've seen, and it is even better, guys. Now here we do have some alluvials, which look absolutely cool. I think they go under the ground and they pop up like this. You can see stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Look at the shards. I mean, look at the alluvial overall is just breathtaking. You look at auto battler games, team fight tactics, you look at some, when it comes to Axie, when a lot of different games, guys, it is not to this level when it comes to the graphics. Most of them go the cartoon kind of aspect. You see a lot of the animation, you see a lot of the cartoon aspects. These are going for straight up, real life 3D. It's crazy to see how alive this place is going to be. Even looking at the detail to the backdrop of a battlefield, there is no part, even the shadowing, there is no part of these battlefields, guys, that is left untouched, which I absolutely love, guys. This is the final touches for the private beta. This is going to be the PvP. You can see we have our supercharge, I believe it's the tier 3 Atlas or the level 3 Atlas. And then of course we have, I forget his name. It's like Pyragon or something. But again, a level 3 fire versus water right there. And you do have your hero right in the middle. A lot of assets, a lot of rock formations, different ways to really put this together. When they put the finishing touches on it is what really brings it to life, guys. And look at these, the 3 stages of the mole. Love this, absolutely. This is the 3D resin printer they have. But I love how they put all 3 of them together. And the stage 3 right there in the middle, stage 1 here in the front. Almost looks like a little baby, which is very cool to see. Now, this is the same one that we just seen from that 3D rendering. This is looking through the alluvials. It's going to show the augment name, or it's going to show like what they holder and 2 closest allies gain 20% attack. It's going to show you on here before you place them exactly what they do. So we'll go ahead and play it again. You can see when you're moving them, what they're going to do, stacking up to 25 times. So every alluvial in here is going to have multiple abilities, which is kind of crazy. And then you're also going to have the synergy of these alluvials working together, which again adds just a whole nother dynamic to this. Now this is a different stages. This is actually 3 stages of the bird. Final stage being right here. So this is the stage 3. But you can see, guys, looking even over here on the side, it almost looks like it's getting hit. I think that's kind of the animation when it does kind of kick back and take damage. But you can see even the 3 over here, that I believe that is like the power-up ability. We've kind of seen it in a couple different screenshots, kind of battle testing them and seeing the actual animation of what it's going to do within here. Now this, guys, again, with your hero itself, you're going to be able to choose different weapons. You almost have like, I think this is different stages of weapons, different stages of pole arms. You're going to have the ability to kind of mix and match in there with both weapons and armor, which brings the real RPG aspect into this game, which I love, guys. The ability to play out the character. Most of the other games, again, going back to some of the auto battlers, they don't have an option to play, like your character actually doesn't play. You can't outfit them. Some of them you can for the cards that you have or things of that nature, but this one you can go ahead and build your hero itself, which again I absolutely love, guys. And look at this. This is, I believe it is the blade shield is the item you're seeing here, guys. This is the flame blade shield. Remember, there's going to be different variations of this. We've seen it in green, we've seen it in blue, but just absolutely crazy. You can see how much heat is coming off this, almost like the heat signature, and then the movements with the lava flows coming off there. I'm at a loss for words, guys. It's just, it's crazy to see when there's going to be this many visual things in one game. So imagine you have your playable character, you have your hero out there, you have, 5 Illuvios on your side, there's 5 Illuvios on the other side. The battle itself, the auto battle itself, so once you go ahead and set it, is going to be very, very intensive when you look at how cool this looks. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking, guys. Again, this is why so many people are going to be so bought into this game, is it's really to a whole nother level. I seen this years ago with kind of like Diablo 3, the graphics, and they were absolutely insane when it was first released, when we seen the sneak peeks to it. But again, even a lot of the story, things of that nature, were cartoon. In Diablo is a really in-depth, very cool game, but I love the attention to detail when it comes to the graphics and building out these games. Now, this is another one, guys. This is, I believe it's part of a zone. It might be part of a PvP arena, but you can see there's your playable character and how absolutely insane this power source looks. I think we have one other picture of it, but look at the animations there, guys. It is crazy looking. This, you have 3 of them. So this is the zone. The Magno Pass is what it looks like. So they're almost like giant acorns, giant hazelnuts coming through here. Absolutely insane looking. Absolute insane. There isn't much else I can see. The green water here, just the glow that it is throwing off, is crazy. Doka, we've seen Doka actually a couple times. Almost looks like a boxer. I like the double fist attack right there with Doka. Very cool. And again, with the blade shield, boom, a big chopping down thrust with that blade shield weapon. Now these, I kind of looked to see what these were. I didn't see much mention about these. These almost look like 3D sketches. So my kids actually have these little black pads that you can draw. And when you draw on these little black pads, there's a color behind it. And that is almost what it looks like. That someone who is far more talented at art and design than me took these. And again, I have these little square pads that my kids use. They write messages, they draw pictures, and these colors do come through. I'm thinking that's exactly what it is. There's a poodle moth. There's a poodle moth stage 3, which just looks absolute insanity. But if you take color pencils, things like this, guys, I cannot draw. When it comes to that, I'm not gifted whatsoever at drawing, which is the reason why I leave it to the professionals. But look at it, guys. Look at the color. Look at the assets, the detail. Even the veining in here is just absolutely phenomenal. Guys, this is going to be surreal. It's going to be bigger than life. It's going to be crazy, absolutely crazy to see it all put together, guys, and how this is going to look as a finished product with 7 different zones. Here's the Abyssal Swamp. You can see it's almost like a decimated swampland. Again, this is where you're going to farm resources. This is where you're going to catch alluvials. There is going to be a lot of stuff to do within the game itself. More of the assets, some more. It almost looks like there's feet on the bottom of a mushrooms, couple different pods. We got some bones right here within Illuvium. Now these are the health bars. You can see the health bar and the enemy health bar. They were talking about this on Discord and how crazy detailed they wanted these to be able to be seen, things of that nature, which I think they look phenomenal. You have to be able to see the health bars if you're not doing numbers, if you're not doing, rolling numbers off of attacks. you have to be able to see the health bar so you know exactly where you are when it comes to that auto battler. And then you look at some of the abilities, guys. So right here, Omega plus 800%, attack speed plus, or attack speed 2000. These are going to be placeholders for different things and augments that you're going to get within the Illuvios, guys. All right, so that will do it for today's videos. Again, another week of leaks. We have V2 coming up. We have Illuvitars. We have the land sale. We have the private beta. There is so much content that is still coming to Illuvium, guys. So again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscription button. Absolutely love it. Give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.